If you are wandering in the humid forest along the streams and hear a sound like this, don't think it's a monster or a baby crying for its mother. It's very possible that it's the cry of a wawa fish. Its cry is exactly like a newborn baby's. A strange, somewhat taciturn fish that is very hard to find in other countries and has an extremely cute name is the wawa fish. The wawa fish in Chinese is called wawa yu, also known as the Chinese giant salamander. Scientific name is Andreas davidianus, and is one of the oldest amphibians in the world. In addition, some people also call it a baby fish or a giant toadfish because of its dark appearance and rough skin that is quite similar to a toad. When you enter seafood stores in China, you will encounter fish like this. Giant salamander dishes always make people curious and interested. They are considered a high-class and nutritious dish in China. Giant salamander meat is rich in collagen, protein, low in fat, good for the skin and overall health. Chinese people believe that eating giant salamander helps rejuvenate the skin and prolong life. Some people believe that giant salamander brings luck, health, and prosperity, so it is often used in important parties. Giant salamanders were once common in the wild, but due to overhunting, their numbers have decreased sharply. China has listed this species as strictly protected, prohibiting wild hunting, forcing people to switch to artificial farming. Currently, China is promoting artificial farming to protect this species from the risk of extinction. However, this species grows slowly, so giant salamander farming has become more expensive and sought after. China is currently the world's leading country in giant salamander farming, with a farming output of about 20,000 to 30,000 tons per year. The market price of giant salamanders ranges from 2,000 to 5,000 yuan per kilogram, equivalent to 276.2 to 690.5 US dollars per kilogram. Thus, the giant salamander farming industry in China can achieve a revenue of 10 to 15 billion US dollars per year, a huge number, proving the great economic potential of this animal. With an age of up to 170 million years, this animal is known as a living fossil, proving its long-term existence through many periods of Earth's transformation. Not only do they cry like a baby, but they also have hands and fingers that are exactly like a baby. That's why when scientists first analyzed the fossil of this giant salamander, they mistakenly thought it was a fossil of a prehistoric human. It's especially easy to mistake when the size of the giant salamander is the same as that of a human. It can be up to 1.8 meters long and weigh up to 50 kilograms. The difference is that they live very long in the wild, while the giant salamander can live up to 200 years. The giant salamander is the largest amphibian in the world. That is, it can live both on land and in water. However, this salamander usually spends its entire life in water and rarely comes ashore, so it's correct to call it a fish. On Earth today, only China, Japan, and the United States have this species of salamander. This is a prehistoric animal from the time of dinosaurs. Although it does not have sharp teeth or claws, it does not have venom, and it moves slowly and heavily. But the giant salamander can live long, while many other species have become extinct, partly because of its gentle nature. Only hiding in caves, rarely showing its face, to avoid contact with enemies. Second, they are omnivorous, eating whatever they can find. Giant salamanders in the wild are not many, especially since the Chinese discovered that giant salamander meat is delicious. The giant salamander family cannot escape even if they hide. Its mournful cry does not move people. People have found every way to hunt the fish to the point that this fish is at risk of extinction and is listed in the Red Book for protection, and hunting is prohibited. In order to meet the increasing demand of the market and protect the giant salamander, fish, China has developed specialized breeding farms applying modern technology. These farms are designed with large tanks that simulate the natural environment, ensuring ideal living conditions for the salamanders to thrive. Here, the giant salamanders are carefully cared for with a nutritious diet, clean water sources, and suitable temperature control systems. In addition, many farms also use automatic machines to feed, filter water, and monitor the health of this animal. Thanks to the closed breeding process and strict management, the farms help reduce pressure on the salamander population in the wild, while providing a legal food source for the market. The giant salamanders that we see Chinese people eating today are all farmed. The characteristic of giant salamander farms is that although they do not need electricity to light them up, because they like to live in dark, damp places, but the water must always be clean and flowing. Otherwise, they will cry loudly. Air conditioners must also be installed in the farms to ensure a cool temperature. The eggs of giant salamanders are round and plump like pearls. When salamanders are small, they are just like shrimp, but over time, they will grow up to be like lizards. When they are adults, their food is usually dried shrimp and small fish. Salamanders larger than 3 kilograms can be caught and sold at prices classified by size and color. Big ones are expensive, small ones are cheaper, but yellow salamanders are rare and more expensive when processed. Giant salamanders have a feature that needs to be noted, which is the skin of the fish, because this fish has lived in the dark for many years. Its eyesight gradually becomes worse. However, the skin is covered with sensory nodes that help detect vibrations, helping them find prey. The skin also helps them breathe and can also secrete a spicy liquid to repel enemies. Therefore, when processing fish, people often have to wear gloves and boil it, then scrape off the mucus on the skin before butchering and processing it into different dishes. Thanks to its high collagen content, rich in nutrients and low in fat, this fish is believed to bring many health benefits. In cuisine, giant salamanders are prepared in many ways, such as stewed with nutritious Chinese herbs, steamed to retain their natural sweetness, fried, stir-fried with Sichuan spicy style, grilled over charcoal, or cooked in a rich hot pot. Although it is an expensive dish, giant salamanders are still sought after because they are considered a delicacy, symbolizing luxury and nutrition. However, because they are an endangered species, the farming and consumption of this fish are being strictly controlled to protect the natural population. If you don't know how people eat salamanders, please comment below the video to let everyone know. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel to continue discovering useful things about world agriculture.